It is amazing what reading an original letter written more than 150, even 160 years ago can give you such insight into what the soldiers and even the family members of those soldiers went through during the American Civil War. We appreciate you watching. I'm Steve with the Research Arsenal, and today we're going to dive into what letters actually allow us to do and how to gain access to one of the largest digitized and keyword searchable databases of Civil War letters out there. Today I'm standing at Fort Caspar Museum, or what was called Plattbridge Station, along the Oregon Trail. Why am I here? Well, for a variety of reasons. I love history, I love going along the Oregon Trail, and the history that's here of the 1860s during the same time of the American Civil War is something that creates a larger picture for me. More importantly, there was a guy by the name of Private Hervey Johnson who wrote letters to his sister and his family back home in Ohio. His letters are actually published in a book called Tending the Talking Wire, in which you get a phenomenal insight onto his thoughts and feelings coming out west, mustering in, fighting the Native Americans that were out here, and then ultimately being mustered out in 1866. But the problem is there are hundreds or thousands of groupings of letters that have not been published, that have not been put into books or made available to the general public until now. That's why our mission statement with the Research Arsenal is to build one of the largest digitized, transcribable, keyword searchable databases out there for those of us who have ancestors that fought in the Civil War, for those of us who are interested in the 19th century for American history and want to get a bigger picture and more insight into what these guys went through during this just infamous or famous time in American history. And it's through these letters that you can actually read them. You can see their handwriting and search specific keywords. Like for instance, I'm a living historian, a reenactor myself, and very commonly it rains on us, it dumps on us, it pours on us, and I want to do research on what soldiers did to stay dry. What do they talk about? Did they complain? How often were they wet? How much did they write home about their rations or how much they were rained on? And you can, with the Research Arsenal, you can keyword search rain or poncho or wet or soaked or storm or thunderstorm, and you can just gain so much more insight. And that's why, again, we have one of the largest digitized records. There are state archives, there are national archives, there are other museums and other digitized online archives that have a wealth of information, but we have more than 30,000 digitized letters that you can filter, multivariate analysis, multivariate filters, where you can filter what unit, what year, what date, what campaign, what corps even that regiment was with, and then beyond that do a keyword search with that regiment. It's amazing what you can do and what the insight is for these letters. So if you haven't already, join the community of the Research Arsenal and join one of the largest, fastest growing Civil War research databases out there. One that actually has a larger selection of the material culture of the American Civil War. Let Ancestry and Fold 3 tell you who fought. Let Research Arsenal tell you who and with what, and more specifically, what they thought when they fought. And since you stayed this long in the video, if you want to use the discount code or the promo code RESEARCH, you'll get a 15% discount on your annual membership. And of course, until we see you next time, happy searching.